Are you ready to deal with some guilty secrets? Because I will tell you, I am. Oh boy, we have some good stuff in line today. Yesterday, we talked about guilt and processing our own guilt so that we can heal it from our family lines, our own contribution. We are clearing it from ourselves and clearing it from our family lines. We're working on generational healing right now, which is very, very exciting. Today is the day that we get to work on the guilt that our ancestors have experienced and are still experiencing. That is something that, I don't know, you will just see it for yourself. The link to the guilt session is below, and you will see for yourself. If you do this session on behalf of your ancestors, you're going to tune in and just be like, I'm doing this on behalf of my ancestors. You imagine all your ancestors there with you. As you go through this session, you are going to be stunned by what shows up. I really believe that. I believe that you are going to discover some guilty secrets that they are ready to clear. And sometimes they're not going to be ready. And I've talked about this before in previous videos in this series, but so not all of our ancestors want to heal. Not all of them want to face the stuff that they feel guilty about. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want you to know about it. They just don't want to. So let's go ahead and tap for a minute on this issue. You're going to go ahead and tap right here on your sternum area. I always say like tap on your collarbone, and I just kind of mean up here, but somebody was saying like, I'm in medical school and that's not your collarbone or something like that. Anyways, tap anywhere, tap on whatever you want, but we're going to tap. And right now we're going to say, I accept all of my ancestors wherever they are on their journey. I accept wherever my ancestors are in their journey. Today, I am open to allowing my ancestors to have their journey be exactly what they want. Today, I am open to having my ancestors have their journey be exactly what they want. Put your hand on your heart or this area, not your anatomical heart, of course. But go ahead and take a deep breath. And now what I want to invite us all to do is have a conversation with our ancestors. You go ahead and close your eyes, and you're gonna invite your ancestors to be there. And what we're gonna just tell them is, hey guys, all of us have things that we've done that we regret. We have things we feel guilty about. And that's true for everybody. And it's true for me. And it's true for you guys, all my ancestors. We all have things that we feel guilty about and that we feel regret about. And we're going to issue this invitation to our ancestors. In your mind, you're going to say, ancestors, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge you. Okay. I don't have to know your secrets to help you clear your guilt. I don't have to, I don't have to know exactly what you did to help you clear it. It can stay a secret with you if that's what you want. If it's going to make you feel better, I'm open to knowing about it so that we can process it together. Okay. See what kind of energies come up as you have this conversation in your mind. See what you imagine them saying back to you. Who steps forward? Who has something to say? Who might run off into the distance and not want to participate in this conversation? That's allowed. They don't have to participate. Nobody's being forced to participate here. Totally optional. But today we're just going to have that little conversation, open up the discussion between ourselves and our ancestors so that they know that when they're ready, we're ready. We're ready to help them. If they want to shift now, we are ready to shift them. And go ahead and just tell your ancestors, I'm not your judge. Like, I'm not the boss of you and I'm not the judge of you. I don't have the right to judge you. Just tell them, I know I wasn't there for your life. I wasn't there, and I know that. I know that I don't know what you went through. I know that there were so many things in play for you that I don't understand. I know I can't judge you. Can you trust me to hold space for you and help you heal? Trusting that I'm not going to try and judge you. Like, I'm not qualified, and I know that I'm not going to judge you. Let's see if you can tap that in and breathe that in. One thing coming into my mind to talk about is just that, again, between us and Adam and Eve, I can guarantee to you there have been some awful stuff that has happened in your family line, probably many times over. But in the past couple, millions, not millions, but like thousands and thousands of years, a lot of stuff has happened, and some of it's still bouncing around in your family line, and some of it is probably really horrific, and some of that horrific stuff was probably perpetrated by your own ancestors. You have ancestors who are victims and ancestors that were perpetrators, and really pretty much everyone is both in different areas of their life, right? But one thing that I have seen sometimes in doing ancestral work for myself and like facilitating it for other people has just been some truly horrific stuff that people have perpetrated. Like our ancestors have done like horrible things. But there is a real power from holding the space for that and actually allowing them to feel their guilt through you, and you pass it, you help process it. You're physically metabolizing the chemicals of their guilt with your own physical body and helping it exit the family tree, right? And I bring this up because some of you might have some like very terrible stuff surface that your ancestors feel very guilty about, and it's just really important not to judge them and just to like keep breathing through it. This is a temporary process. This is not something that you have to be aware of for your whole life or be involved in your whole life. We're doing it just today. That's like the purpose of this month-long series. Like, just today, we're going to face stuff just today, and we're going to get it out of the family line, and then we're going to do a new thing tomorrow. So as things come up that might be stuff that you would feel very horrified about, as you do this work on behalf of your ancestors, I just invite you to choose to hold space, to choose out of judgment and choose into compassion, and just being there, just being a force of stability and processing as your ancestors have their stuff that they're going to work through, because they have done, some of them have done pretty awful stuff, and we just have to provide a safe space for them to process it with, like, we need to help them process it so that it can leave the family line. There's time and a place for judging, but that time and that place does not have to be us right here, right now. Okay, so I just want to tell you, it's safe today to allow this stuff to come up, let it flow through, heal from those guilty secrets. Okay, you can do it. The guilt session is below. I have you give it a try. Of course, if you haven't done the foundational sessions first, absolutely do that. If you're not on my email list, the link is also down there. My email list, that particular link is going to put you on my getting started list, which is going to walk you through step by step accessing your own intuition so that you can help heal yourself and help heal your ancestral line and your children and everybody that you know in a healthy way that respects everybody's boundaries, in a way that is, you know, separate and outside of the mainstream medical community. So this is like pretty exciting stuff. You will see some really big shifts in your life as you do this work. So again, if you haven't done the guilt session, before you do the guilt session, be sure you do the foundational work in the foundational sessions. That's literally what it's called. So it's easy, it's good, it's fast. You're gonna rock it. Okay, thank you guys for being here. I'm so excited to hear your updates about your ancestors processing their guilt. Come share it in the Facebook group, Intuitive Healing with Ali Duzette. I can't wait to hear how it goes. Have the best day.